Welcome back to the Jersey History series on the channel. This is episode 5. We're covering the Colorado Avalanche's history in this one. And here we go. This is the current logo of the Avalanche. You have a burgundy A that also looks like in the shape of a mountain. And then you have the snow flowing down the side, the Avalanche coming down, and then a puck at the very end swooshing around the A. So it's a pretty simple logo, and it has not changed much in their history. But the Avalanche did not start out in Colorado. This franchise originally started in Quebec, Canada, and they wore the Quebec Nordiques. So the Nordiques were founded in 79-80. This was the logo used for the team until 84-85. Here are the jerseys that the Nordiques would wear. You've got white, this light blue, and a bit of red as the colors. Also, you have these two fleur-de-lis that you could see on the bottoms of the jersey as well as the shoulders. Had two different versions for the home and away. You also had two different logo versions, one in inverse of the red on the blue jersey and then a red version on the white jersey. 80-81 to 88-89, the logos on the front of the jerseys would change. You would have red on both the home and the away, and the logos would gain an additional outline. 85-86 to their final season, 94-95, the Nordiques would just simplify the logo, the stick becoming a bit skinnier, and an extra outline around the logo, which is an igloo and then a hockey stick coming down with a puck. Very simple logo. Also, if you can't tell, the igloo in the shape of an N for Nordiques. And here in 89-90 to 90-91, we saw the new logo on the front, just an extra outline, not a huge change. Also, the fleur-de-lis on the bottom would be spaced slightly closer together. Then in the team's final seasons with the look, 91-92 to 94-95, the logo would increase in size, fleur-de-lis would come closer together once again, and you get outlines on the numbers. So this would be the last season for Quebec. They would pick up and move down to the States in Denver, Colorado. So, like we said, this was the logo for the Avalanche. It has not changed much, very minor differences, but in 95-96 the team moves. This is the look from until 98-99. And here are the jerseys debuted by the Colorado Avalanche. The colors being a burgundy, steel blue, black, and silver. The home jersey being predominantly white with lots of burgundy. You have this striping that's kind of reminiscent of shapes of a mountain on the sleeves and on the bottom. And then the road jersey being mainly burgundy with a lot more of that steel blue. You're having black equipment with the pants and the helmet, as well as this Yeti foot as the shoulder patch. And this is worn 95-96. 96-97, they would slightly change the sizing on the letters, and other than that, nothing else really changing. 97-98 to 98-99, the numbers decrease in size a little bit on the home and away jerseys. 99-2000, the Avalanche would darken that burgundy by a couple shades, and it is a pretty notable difference if you see them in person, but a couple shades darker on that logo, and it would follow along with the jerseys as well as the Yeti foot, and these would be used from 99-2000 to 2000-2001. 01-02 to 06-07, home and away jerseys stay the same, but the Avalanche get their first alternate jersey in the team's history, and this jersey being that burgundy color, but having a lot more black dominating the jersey. Simple striping along the bottoms of the waist and the sleeves, and then you have the Colorado word mark coming across outlined in that steel blue. So pretty simple look for Colorado there, and it stuck around for a pretty long time. 07-08 to 08-09, Reebok takes over the designs for the NHL, and we see the Colorado Avalanche's jerseys changed up a little bit. They still kind of keep that striping coming down the sides of the arms, being that solid color, but the striping is not as jagged as mountain shaped, it's more curved, as well as no waist striping. You have the side striping, which was very popular with the Reebok jerseys, as well as the piping also coming up the sides of the front of the jersey. They stick with the same number font and the black equipment. 2009-10 to 14-15, the Avalanche introduced a new alternate uniform, and it's inspired by their original alternate, that burgundy one they had a couple seasons ago, this time using steel blue as the main color, with some burgundy shoulder yokes and some black, burgundy, and white striping. No waist stripings on the jersey, and other than that, everything stays the same. 15-16 to 16-17, we see some big changes here for Colorado. They get a new alternate jersey using navy blue as the main color, highlighted with white and the burgundy. They also have their own pants and helmet for this uniform, so no black to be found. A new logo on the front, it's the Colorado state flag C with a mountain in the background. This logo inspired by the former team, the Colorado Rockies, that did play in the NHL in Denver for a few seasons. So this look, pretty big hit with fans, and they would also get rid of the Yeti foot, and that was not a big, not a decision that many people liked at the time, and it's still not very liked. But they would put this C with the circle on the shoulders. Also, you had the Colorado state flag on the shoulder of the alternate, and a 20th anniversary patch worn on all the jerseys that season. So lots of new logos and looks for Colorado. Also in 15-16, the Avalanche played in the Stadium Series against the Detroit Red Wings, and here was the look for the team. You get that C for the Colorado flag on the front again, this time the circle in the middle being black, and you have some pretty simple striping with some pretty huge numbers on the sides, black equipment as well, and this jersey here is one of the hardest to find for purchase. I see these sell for upwards of 300. It's a very rare jersey, and it is pretty nice. 17-18, Adidas takes over the design for the NHL, and the Avalanche go back to a look that's much more similar to their traditional jerseys when they came into the league. This time not having as much black on the uniforms, just having more of a two-color look. You can see the gray outlines on the road jersey around the burgundy, as well as on the home, and they keep with the black equipment. And this time the shoulder patch is still the C, but now they have the black circle on the C. 18-19 to 19-20, the Avalanche bring back that alternate jersey that was used in the Reebok era, and they use it in the Adidas template. It practically stays the exact same. Also in 1920, the Avalanche would play in the Stadium Series again, this time against the Los Angeles Kings, and we had a very futuristic design here. There technically really isn't a logo on this jersey. You can kind of make out an A with some mountains. It's very reminiscent of the Flying V design, how they kind of just had the striping make the logo. It's definitely unique for Colorado, and yeah, it's safe to say it's good. It stuck around as a one-off jersey, but yeah, interesting jersey here for the Avalanche. 2021, the Avalanche would change things up with their gear. So instead of the black pants and helmet, they would use that steel blue on the pants and the helmet. So it was a pretty big change when you look at it in the full uniform, not having the black equipment that they've had for their entire history. Took some time to get used to the Avalanche making this change. Also, the pants on the alternate jersey get some striping on them, and then you have this 25th anniversary patch that was worn on the home and away. Also in 2021, the Reverse Retro Series from Adidas came in, and the Avalanche threw it back to the Quebec Nordiques, their original team before they moved, and you can see the jersey here with the Nordiques logo on the front, the fleur-de-lis, and it's all recolored in burgundy and some hints of blue on the numbers and logo. So big hit jersey here. This one sold very well, probably the most popular reverse retro from the series that year. 21-22 to present day, the Avalanche changed the number color on their white jersey, so They originally had the black numbers. Maybe they forgot to change them over that season, but now they changed them to steel blue to better match with the equipment. Other than that, there is no change, and this is still the current look that Colorado uses today. And finally, this season, the Reversed Retro 2 series, the Avalanche, throwing it back to the Colorado Rockies, a former NHL team that played in Colorado. They've been doing a lot of tributes to this team over the past decade, and here's another tribute using that Colorado C from the state flag on the front and using the Rockies colors, which were blue, yellow, and red. This one being on the original design of striping for the Avalanche, as well as the original number font coming back on the back as well. And that is it for the Colorado Avalanche. A team that has not really changed too much once they got over to Colorado from Quebec. They've made some subtle changes and color choices, but they've pretty much stuck the same throughout. For the future of the Avalanche, I don't want this to be true. I'm not a big fan of them using that Colorado state flag logo and kind of that branding on a lot of their stuff, but I would not be surprised if we see them kind of push more towards that theme in the upcoming seasons because they have been pushing out a lot of jerseys with those logos on it. But that is it for the Colorado Avalanche. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.